So we pulled off the road here. What road is this? Grant's Mill, off of 459, and came here to a little parking area along the road. This is the Cahaba River coming out of Birmingham, through Birmingham, I guess. And we just hauled the canoe all the way down here, this big old canoe. About to put it in and have a joyride, because it's going to be quick. We got off without a problem, and we're cruising down. A few rocks there at the beginning. Lots of water, which is great. Passing what may be a old railroad trestle here. Still floating along pretty comfortable. Not as much current. It's deeper water here, so it's not showing up as much. Jason's steering us well and doing a little fishing in the meanwhile. Just went through a little bit of a rapid right there, coming off that little bump, but it was good and deep, so no problem.
You want to go mushroom foraging tomorrow morning?
That'd be fun too. If the weather's wet, especially.
This week's been really good. Chanterelles are out. They're already out. I've already found some of the cinnabar, which are the smaller ones, and they're like really neon orange looking. But the other ones, the yellow ones, are bigger and meatier, and they have like a peppery kind of taste. So they're so good. Like, you just cook them in olive oil and a little bit of butter and just eat them.
Cool.
Mix them in with pasta or something.
Sounds great to me.
We'll have something to eat.
Small ripple here. Where do you think? Right or left?
Left.
All right.
You can go right. It's not too fast.
Looks like it's the same either way, doesn't it? This one doesn't.
Speed up. So you can get through it if it does hang up there. Look, there's a ramp right there.
Yeah. Sure enough.
Oh, it's a little dam.
Path or something, yeah.
Old dam. It might have been a crossing.
I think it's a crossing.
Yeah. We just crossed what looked like a concrete structure that went across the whole creek, probably for logging purposes or
Crossing kind of thing.
An old mill on it or something.
You say there's some old dams?
Well, the road that we came in on, Grant's Mill, it's called Grant's Mill because there used to be an old mill on it that would mill the grain and the flour. And but there are some old little concrete dams along this that they've torn down because there's endangered fish. Alabama has the highest freshwater fish diversity, at least in the United States.
I think I read that the Cahaba has the largest number of species of fish in any river in the country.
Yep. They have the darter.
The snail darters here.
Yeah, it's pretty.
This one's a little bit bigger here, but we got a real nice V in the middle. You can see the rocks underneath. If the water wasn't deep, it'd be a lot trickier navigating these spots. Oh, we got a dam looking place up here. That should be a challenge. I think I'm gonna have to put the camera away for that.
What do you think? To the right?
I think so right now. That's where all the water's going. Well, we made it through.
The last time I was on this, you could see like you could see gar. It was so shallow.
Yeah.
You could see the gar swimming by, and we saw a bobcat cross the creek or across the river.
Yeah, that was probably. You think that was a class 1? Might have been.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
At least.
We hit it just right, nearly hit that rock, but we got around it.
This is nice.
All right, what you see?
It's a lepidodendron fossil. See this, and there's little snails here.
Snail fossils or just snails? But right up here is the fish scale.
No, it's a tree. It looks like a fish. Here's another one right here. This one's you can see the ribs of the. It's an old tree that looks like a tropical plant.
So it has like a fern shape,
Yeah,
or
it has
fern bark.
fronds, like a,
Wow, that one's like horizontal though.
yeah.
The other one looked more like scales.
Yeah.
So do you know from that, the era or whatever that would have been from?
This Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. No.
It's amazing how different those two are.
But
Can you take us over to the left? Sort of looks like a water bird.
where is it?
Right in this.
Oh, pretty.
I'm not sure what it is, but it sure has a long neck. And it looks like a duck almost, but I don't think it's a duck.
Historic.
You can see a little coal seam here running just right above the water level. You can see it looks sort of blocky instead of looking like the sandstone. Has a different surface to it. That's definitely coal right there. Looks like a burnt piece of log. Basically what it is, I guess.
Come here, Kurt.
Just stop for a little snack here. There's some fresh produce from the garden and some sourdough crackers and a little bit of beef jerky from Costco, just to keep the commercial people involved. We just pulled over here on this little shoal.
That tastes so much better than the store.
Well, this is a piece of coal that we picked up along the shore. There's a lot of coal veins in this sandstone area. Makes great skipping rocks.
Yeah.
Oh, yours took off. Yours took off. Awesome. Well, this is not coal, but it's going to skip me. All the way across. Look at that. Nice.
Yeah, you gotta get one just heavy enough too.
There you go. Watch this. Check this out.
The
It's a
coal's
monster rock. It's heavy. That's like throwing a paddle.
not heavy enough. I don't know if I can throw it like a disc.
Well, it jumped. A major jump.
That's a little piece of coal.
Woo. Oh yeah, it could be. I hadn't thought about it. It's got a maple looking leaf, but it's sycamore. Those are huge too. Those might be very old.
Yeah, that is.
It tells you that the bank hasn't changed much in all those years.
I was holding it together.
Coming on a nice one here. Looks like a clear path through the rapid. Might have to put the camera down if we can't make this turn, but I think the water's going to turn us. Yep. Oh, this is a really nice section. This is just ripples, not big rocks. There's a rock to the right. Good job guiding us through there. That was nice. The water just took us right through. Nice wall. Doesn't look like it's a poisonous snake. Looks like a rat snake.
There's a water snake.
Yeah, a water snake, a rat snake, something. It's got a very small head.
This must be a spot.
Yeah, it must be close to a put-in.
Might be. They just paddled upstream.
And it's also real nice, lots of submerged stuff, so that helps. Lots of submerged stuff. Fly fishing. Just cruising along the wild river, scenic river of the Cahaba Scenic River. But somebody has a different view than we do. And if they can cut their grass without turning the lawnmower over, it's a miracle.
Should moon 'em.
house perched way up on the rock face. Just barely can see it through the trees, but what a view. Looking down in the fall, you can imagine the colors they see. We saw what looked like a water moccasin back there curled up on a little brush on the side, just laying there catching sun, and they're all just warming themselves. Didn't see anything in the water yet, except for some minnows. We saw some mountain laurel. We've seen a lot of oak leaf, and we saw one real big turtle in the water dive right before I got a picture. This is the biggest one we've seen sitting on a stick. He's just catching some sun too. It looks like we got another little area of activity around the corner. I hear some people in the water or on the water up here. They're putting a walkway down from a house up of a hill, and they've put some kind of a, looks like a kid's playhouse in the middle, and they got a rope thing to climb down. They don't have steps all the way, but they do have some steps. I guess it might be finished. They've cleared all these trees. That's kind of a sad thing.
None of this was here last month.
Yeah. Well, at least they didn't, well, they did strip it. Actually, they cut all the trees down except for one.
Yeah.
And I don't know what kind of a view do they think they've got now.
Yeah.
They can look down and see water going by, see people going by. Have any of that knowledge. Wow, they got a creek right here with this house. Creek on one side and the river on the other.
But there's a little Cahaba Creek here.
And that's definitely a road bridge there from some time in the past.
Down too, but it's
Bituminous?
Mm-hmm.
That's a big hunk of coal. We pulled over here just to take a little rest stop. See if you can pull in. Look, see how easily that separates? It's amazing that a piece that big has stayed intact.
Mm-hmm.
Pick that piece up there and let's put it in the camera. Yeah. It just looks like charcoal. You know? Perfect charcoal.
You can use this as charcoal. It burns low and slow and hot, and
that's why they use it in those coal burning stoves. Have to get it hot to really get it to burn.
well, they crush it into powder.
Ah.
Top of poop.
This is the ones that Debbie's feeding.
Is that a monarch?
I think it's a monarch.
Cool.
You know, they migrate each year. And she's put in some of those milkweed plants. Somebody gave them to her, I think. Well, we turned around this corner back here, and here is the landing where we can take out just before the old dam. Didn't know it was here till we got here. Typical. Sun's starting to really be beautiful on the water. Got a sycamore tree, or sweet gum, I should say. Sweet gum tree here. A nice little parking area. Perfect. It's been here a while. This looks like another one of those elms right here. Not quite as light colored as the other one. Did you hear from him? Okay. And that's the end of today's tour on the Cahaba Wild Scenic River.